Testing 1, 2, 3, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3, guys. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Vencabot. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End action. My name's David. Guys, we're sitting here talking about everything in the chat, dude. JRPGs, sour gummies, Care Bears versus My Little Pony. This is how it goes around here, dude. At sea? Where are we in this game? Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I didn't shower today, guys. That's why I got the hat on. I'm feeling greasy. That's fine, dude. That's fine. I had to make a choice today, dude. Either start the stream 10,000 hours late, or just put a hat on. Well, it's a long time taking forever. This game's installed with the hard drive. Yeah, I'm feeling very Midwest. Okay, I was thinking to myself, you know, I could make a habit of this. I feel so cozy. This is like, ooh, this is how I dress when I'm just like around. Wearing a black thimble. It's got one of these brims. I heard some people hate on the Scullies with the brim. But I like the brim. Do you guys are Scully with the brim haters or what? Are you guys pro the brim or against the brim? Because we need to fucking establish some... Oh, I'm here, right. We gotta establish our sides right now. Because the war is coming.
Look at this place.
Katie likes the brim, but you gotta tilt that shit to the side. Oh, mine's very slightly tilted today. I considered fixing it, but I was like, nah, it's whatever. So I'm letting it rock.
Wow, what is all this?
Oh, man. What if, guys, this is just I'm just putting this out there. What if I'm too groggy to play Uncharted? Because I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Where am I? What am I doing? What's going on? Interact with this, sure.
Supplies in here. Tools, seeds, provisions, probably past.
So I'm with Sam. Okay, I thought that was Victor. Is Venka Hard still an emoji? Because I think of that every time you have a hat on, huh? That's Hard Venka from Caesar's channel. I think it is, yeah. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Big Nasty 3620. You also can't rock the brim if your head is too small, Kimmy-jun. Really? I'm having trouble picturing that. All you need is a motorcycle and go to a club with your motorcycle buddies weekly. Then you're Midwest, says Kyosuke, huh? Yeah, a lot of people here in the Midwest are in motorcycle clubs. Smurfs didn't sleep until after 6 a.m., huh? Until 6 a.m. after that set. Yeah, that was a hell of a fun set. I feel like I learned a lot. And I always feel like there are certain opponents I like to fight where, you know, when you're fighting them, you're kind of thinking as you play. I was thinking last night, KD, about how Fightcade as a platform seems more, what am I looking for? Like, better configured for that than PS4. It's crazy how on Fightcade, like, I'll hit like a full Tatsu parry totally unconsciously. Whereas I've never done that before in my life. Whereas on PS4, of course, I would hardly be able to react in time to do that. Likewise, I'll get like double parries, like, you know, Ryu's toward medium punch or Ken's back medium kick. It's kind of crazy how just a few more frames of input responsiveness is enough to recognize those kind of situations. Where, you know, typically on PS4, let's say I parry Ryu's toward medium punch, right? I'll parry it once, then block. But even though Fightcade 2 is only very slightly more responsive than PS4, you know, by, let's say, you know, a few fractions of a second. In terms of, you know, let's talk about probably like 3 frames more responsive, maybe. In that time, it's crazy how in that time, so much of the game lives in that time. And that's kind of also the difference between Fightcade 2 and CPS3, right? Like, yeah, Fightcade 2 is more responsive than PS4 is, but you go from a Fightcade 2 to a CPS3, and you're like, things just are more fluid, they're more, you know, you can recognize situations faster. It's just crazy. I was thinking about how, you know, again, I find double parries to be, like, way more intuitive on Fightcade 2 than on PS4. And likewise, I was thinking about how I was fighting Murderface last night, and I was buffering parries for the first time ever. And it was totally natural. So I would buffer a parry here, thought he might hit a button there, right? But I've never done that before. That's not really my playstyle. But on a platform like Fightcade 2, you know, it sort of just kind of happens. The longer you play the same person in the same matchup, the more comfortable you feel doing stuff, says Katie. There's that, too. Kimmy-jun says, it's this Venka with the brim. All right, let me click on this link here, this image. Open image. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I need to wear my hat like that on stream. Maybe I could make that my gimmick, Kimmy-jun, and get 10,000 viewers. Yeah, so Connor has a streaming PC now. Yes, that'd be sick.
Yeah,
oh, shit. I'm still on Xbox 360 and Fightcade. I'm not sure which one is better. They're probably about the same interface.
Busted or something.
They both run GGPO. They're both very low input latency compared to other platforms.
Slipped it together. All right?
If I had to guess, I'd say the Fightcade 2 is just really a more accessible, more widely played, Xbox 360. Thanks for the sub, Apples. Apple says, sup, Cholo. Sup, Apples. How's your day been? Thank you for the sub. Good look for the next blind Neo stream. Yes, good idea. Okay, so we got this door. I was going to help him out. Okay, well, before I do that, let me try and wake up here, guys. Again, I'm quite groggy. I'm, like, extremely groggy. I got some sleep last night for the first time in a while, which is great. But even then, it wasn't, like, a great sleep. Uncharted needs to tell Nathan to shut the fuck up button, huh? Yeah, anytime you start to wisecrack, you press a button. Nathan, shut the fuck up. Alright, focus, Nathan, focus. No, I'm fine, Dix. Don't worry, Dix, don't worry. I know you're worried about my well-being. No, I'm not homeless yet. Okay, so I think that this is we've explored everything around here, right? This is the room with all the goodies in it. No, this is different. Not sure I've been in here yet. Aha.
Sam, check it out.
Yo, Sam, help me out with this. Give me a hand with
Avery's
this.
ship.
In the time it takes my PS4 to boot up, load 30th, and find a match, I can play an entire first survival Fightcade, huh? It's silly. Dix offered up his homie, is what I heard, huh? Oh, is that true? I got a bologna sandwich, says Brian, and a harmonica. I read that's harmonica. Bologna sandwich. Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude.
Avery and 2 holding court over their captain.
Yeah, so Steve lives in the Upper Peninsula in Michigan, and Dick lives in Canada.
Bill of Rights.
We need to all gradually, descend on one location.
Look, pirate captain sigils.
All gathered around Avery.
Sigils, huh? Guys, what tells a sigil?
This is the story of the founding of Libertalia.
Because Libertalia is like a pirate colony, huh? It's a weird idea for a colony.
Well, brown prince.
If we want to descend on dicks, that doesn't seem like a solid idea, huh? I don't know. Oh, I can swim, though. I forgot I don't die in water in this game. Okay. So I swim, I can dive as well, huh? Pretty. That's actually, like, insanely pretty. Like, wow. Look at the, the cool anti-aliasing effect. It looks really, it kind of cel-shaded. I think I'm drowning. Will I automatically ascend if I'm running out of air? It's like a marker, a symbol, a sigil. Your fat asses might crush me, says Dix, huh? And that has to be Steve's house, or there's no point. I wonder how big Steve's house is. Knowing Steve is probably, a mansion. Probably plenty of room for all of us. We should all live there, guys. Fuck the stream. Let's take a stream offline. Just all sit around on the couch and watch other play video games. That'd be sick as hell. He has thousands of alts with Murderface. This guy, Hee. I was sad when I learned Hee was Frankie. I used to love watching videos of his play, but it seems like he acts like an asshole now, says Brian, huh? I can jump out of here right here. Oh, okay, I see. So this is where I was before. All we need is a room for mattress we can share, says Dix, huh? Like the fucking Waltons? That'd be sick. No, not the Waltons. They all slept in different parts of the house. Wow, water dungeons. I think it is water dungeon apples. Oh, look, there's more water. So you can swim over there, or you can swim over here. I want to find secrets and goodies. Treasures. I'm confused. This is where I just came from? Guys, I must admit, I am somewhat groggy.
Sam, look.
Hey, maybe they were planning a massive theme park?
This is what I don't get about this game's lore. How about this universe of lore in general, right? I mentioned this on a previous stream about how this game takes place in a fictional, National Treasure-esque world of, intrigue and hidden temples and whatever. I can accept that, right? I can accept when a piece of media like, Indiana Jones or something like that has this idea of a lost hidden temple. You go inside of it, it's full of traps and, puzzles and whatever. That makes sense to me, I guess. It's fun. But this game, this entire franchise has this thing where they'll be like, yeah, so-and-so built this temple. Like, how? How did they build it? This place was built by legend in this game's lore so far. A couple of rich
Sam,
pirates
check out this diorama.
paid a bunch of guys to make all these
City
temples.
street. Think
You
they
know,
actually built all this stuff?
less than 300 years
These
ago,
guys
they paid a bunch of guys to make all
don't know
these
anymore.
giant magical machines and these temples. Oh, a Fusilli Jerry.
Made.
So what the hell was this place?
Not everybody's gonna be cool, says Katie. Just fuck with the people who are. Says, that's my philosophy, Katie. With their hands, says Dix. Not everybody's as useless as you. Come on. Already do it. It's like the Superman logo, except it's got a lady in the middle. I call myself Superman. A ladle. I'm sorry, a ladle. Tell where my head's at. What's up, Jost? This one at least makes more sense. You think so, Jost? I hope you're right. Maybe they'll explain it eventually. Yeah, that's been the thing in this entire franchise. This guy's looking like a fucking anime protagonist, bro. It's been a thing in this franchise overall so far. I kind of feel like they over-explain the magical temples. The more they talk about them, the more I'm like, how? How can you afford to make this? How many people must it have taken to build these entirely stone structures?
Must have. Look at all this.
If you tell me it was built over the centuries by, some kind of, ancient culture,
Don't always go as
then I can wave it away. But you tell me it was made by a couple of investors who paid some fucking contractors to do it. I'm like, what? Okay. So, let me dive back into the water. Because I don't really understand. I don't really understand how this all connects to each other. Okay, so here I am again. So I can go back here. I can swim around. They assume nobody would pay attention to the story anyway, says Dixon. Well, I'm barely paying attention. Maybe if I was paying more attention, I'd feel like it would make more sense. Oh, this is not where I just came from. Look at hell, a frame drops. Holy shit. Well, again, this is definitely quite a hey, treasure! Oh, man. Okay. I got some trash. This game has the worst treasure of all the games in the franchise. Not that it really matters. Again, I think that the real function of the treasure is just to be a collectible, right? I don't really care what it is. But I can't help but notice that this game is like, you found a matchbook. You found an old bottle cap. You found a 1967 penny. It's like, bro, I get it. Last game was like, you found an ancient relic. You found a miniature statue. You found the carving from a culture that existed 100 years ago. What's up, boot camp? Welcome aboard, dude. Yeah, I got the brim tonight. Pirates are hardcore of contract, I guess. Probably, I mean, those guys fix my fucking shower. It's obviously wizards, says J-Bomb. That would make sense. I mean, remember the last game had wizards, right, J-Bomb? That's not too far-fetched, I suppose. This universe has wizards. You might have one, J-Bomb, if you go through all your pennies and check the dates. Other people already found the good stuff, says Dix, I guess. Okay, so we gotta find that door again. I found my treasure I was looking for. Here we go. I stood on that button and I forget what happened. I forgot wizards are a thing in this franchise. I'm not really sure they are. The last game had a wizard. But, he had like some kind of, magical potion. This game has magic in it, right? This game's universe is magic. Not that much, a little bit.
Mostly just thinking about my back.
Pirates with lots of booties can do anything. No, they do have lots of booties. They established that.
Shit.
These pirates in this game's lore are extremely rich. Apparently they're so rich they can afford to build shit like this.
Like we got ourselves another trial.
Like all over the
Sure
world.
looks like it.
Yeah, that was the second game had the orc sticks. Some straight up orcs. What's up, Neon? Yeah, Neon, a riot. Just goofing on this game, Neon. Talk about how these games' temples make no sense. And I gotta stress, guys, I don't demand that my temples in games make sense. It's just this game goes out of its way to constantly try to explain it. I'm like, dude, let me have my disbelief. Don't constantly remind me how silly this is. My ass has inhaled a whole Maru-chan, huh? That's a good idea. I actually had some Maru-chan. Guys, how broke am I that I have an entire box of ramen within arm's reach at all times. Don't forget the trial room on the island that they apparently rebuilt every time someone failed it, yeah. Yo, 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 Neon. Yo, 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 dude. We're playing Uncharted. I'm wandering around looking for treasure like a dumbass. I should just be playing the game and advancing it. Welcome aboard, D-Scott. Howdy, dude. Howdy doody. Welcome aboard. The Don. D-Scott the Don, dude. I have a Roman coin. It's pretty old and made out of bronze. It has the Celtic god Tyrannus just inscribed on it, huh? Maybe you're a fucking wizard, dude. Maybe you're gonna get a visit from an owl or whatever and have your own film franchise revolving around this Roman coin that you have. Maybe it's kind of some kind of enchantment on it. What do you think, Josh? What are some good fancy dishes I can make with all this ramen? My plan is to put some hot water in those bitches, wait 5 minutes, and then go the fuck in. I heard some people make like sandwiches out of them and shit. I want to make a necklace out of it, but my mom won't let me, huh? What do we have to do? We have to pierce it for that, right? We should just put some bubblegum on the back and use that to affix some kind of, you know, chain. Chin strap? I've got, you know, a little beard. This is about as far as my beard grows, guys. I got the baby beard, dude. This is one reason why women don't fuck with me. Because my beard is an embarrassment. Can I find this? Women like men that have a big, full beard. And they can't stand guys that have little beards. That's the only reason why women don't fuck with me. If not for that, obviously I'd be drowning in pussy. Looking forward to turkey tomorrow, says Brian, huh? Yeah. Yeah, Brian's pumped. Katie's gonna be cooking all day, probably. I might get some Mexican food if I'm lucky. I hope so. You can set it to an appendant, says Apples. Oh, Apple's so smart. Apple's so smart. I just grew the longest beard I could recently, and I gotta say, I hate how it feels, but love how it looks. What is it, itchy, Kyosuke? I find that my beard gets itchy in like a middle stage of its development. Once it's a certain length, it's no longer itchy anymore.
Let's see what these do.
Oh no, I'm in no state to be solving a puzzle. I am in no state.
Okay.
Okay. Look at this fucking apparatus, bro. It's the only word for it. This is a straight up apparatus. So I guess I have to line these.
Nothing. Symbols on the spheres don't match the ones in the light.
I'm confused on how this controls work. Oh my god. This is involved. If you put the condom on the right head, girls might fuck with you. Oh my god, Apples, please. Let me live, Apples. Let me live. When I eat cereal, milk dribbles on my beard. If I'm eating something with sauce, it also gets caught. Darian, I have a radical notion for you. Use your lips, bruh. Keep that shit internal. Don't allow the internal to become external. Somebody told me as a kid when I was complaining about crumbs. I'd be like, this stuff is got crumbs all over me. They'd be like, dude, use your lips. That's what they're for. My lips are small as. Now I'm gonna say, damn, Darian. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Man's got the salmonella on his phone, damn. Make sure you use some Lysol on that. I mean, as opposed to the condom he's wearing on his head right now, huh? Because he's just going raw. Stop the madness. Alright, so we got some light filtering through. We have all kinds of things moving around. We have all kinds of little marks on the walls. I'm going to line things up in a certain way on the walls, like. So they're kind of locked into position. So on the first two, on the top row, we have these kind of like male and female-esque symbols. Okay, the middle row has these blank-looking sphere-type things. How many? Just two? Yeah.
Gotta
Okay.
turn the symbols so they'll line up in the light correctly.
Thanks, Drake. The bottom's got these symbols down here. Gotta line up in the light, huh? Well, I guess I could just keep on cranking. I mean, we know these have to be here, right? Those gotta go there. So we gotta keep cranking it until the other ones line up. Well, there's no other... I don't see another light. If I had to guess, I would say that they have to all be on top of those little marks. I mean, if I rotate it all the way around, are they always synchronized? Maybe they are always synchronized now. So I'm gonna rotate it around again and see if that's in the same spot next time. I'm about to, Brian. Holy shit, dude. If you guys can't tell, I'm really not in a state of mind of solving any puzzles right now. Crank it. I'm not saying I won't support my child if it does happen soon. I'm just saying I don't think I have enough to skill scan. Yeah, definitely watch out, guys. So yeah, so they're in the same. So they're all synchronized. So what if is there another way I can interact? There's a small handle. See a little baby handle there? Can I crank that one? There's more than one handle. Camera, move, rotate. Here we go. Okay, now we're talking. Oh. So, that turns those. I want to be sedated. So what happens now if I try to move it? Oh, now wait a minute. What if I put it onto here? Oh, hang on. Rotate.
They turn the symbols.
Yeah, I see.
Help.
Man. So I have to basically make this half and half. Fun little puzzle. Got the fine tuning now, exactly. Now we're talking. I still gotta fix this end. To something else. Oh man! No bootcamp, no spinball, dude. Maybe some 3D blast, but fuck Sonic spinball. No way it's gonna happen. Hey, how about we play some fucking Sonic R, dude? Can you feel the sunshine?
There we go.
Brighten up your day.
What is that? Oh, look. Statues. Pirate captains. There's Bonnie Baldridge, Ball Basra,
And Ball Buster. That's what I'm saying, Dix. Living in the city, you know you have to survive.
Al Basra character?
He was a Muggle, one of the soldiers on
The
the gun.
Muggles, dude.
What's he doing teaming up
Talking
with
about
Avery?
fucking Harry
Stories
Potter.
have it he was taken to be executed, but he got freed during the battle and blew up the gun's way gun.
Grateful Avery brought him along?
Exactly.
What about that other guy?
He started as a nobody, became a fearsome swordsman.
Oh, he was a swordsman, wow. He was a nobody at first. Then he became a swordsman. Dude, ain't nobody impressed by a swordsman. Can you imagine? Yeah, I might not have a lot of money, but I am a swordsman. I saw in your weekly update a while back. Do you actually like 3D Blast? Right? Yeah, I've been enjoying it as long as I don't puke. It makes me puke. But it is, it's actually surprisingly fun. Crank it. Oh no.
Spinning both symbols at once.
Nate, give me a chance, bro. Hat's on too tight and these spinball next, yeah. Definitely, maybe restrict my brain flow for these puzzles. He was a great swordsman. Too bad wizards are a thing. He was magic missile to death. Yeah, rest in peace. He needs to stack that magic defense. I guess you probably have to in this universe. Alright, so we need to kind of line this up in such a way that it's... well, first of all, I don't even know how many cranks I need to get to the shape it wants for this thing. So we gotta figure that out. Is it this shape that it wants? Yes. That's the shape that it wants. Okay. So now I need to leave that where it is, if possible. I'm not sure that I can necessarily. Here we go. Crank this one now.
Well, there you go. Now you just gotta get
Shut the fuck up, Sam! Holy fuck!
Got it.
Jesus.
Here we
How many
go
cranks does it take to
again.
get to the center of a
We got-
Tootsie Roll Pop?
Let's see. Joseph Farrell, William Mays, Tariq.
You know, Sam's a big ass
Ben
dork, dude. He's a big old.
Christopher Condon.
He's a fucking
8 out of
nerd, dude.
12.
He's a geek. Got the hat, +2 charisma, -2 intelligence. Yeah, exactly. I have no intelligence to spare, dude.
Hey, look. Symbols on the ring are constantly rotating.
Jeez.
Yeah, quite devious. So what else we got here?
Bin Malik guy. Looks Moorish.
Yeah, that he is.
Someone has to rotate
Doing so
to
far
that
from the
point, so I have to
Same as us.
crank this one here a smidge. Which way to rotate? That way around? Oh boy. Oh boy. This guy says 3. Josh says 10. The world may never know, says Bootcamp. I think I over cranked it. Damn. I always have that problem, dude.
Okay.
Oh,
Gotta track how far off they are when they're in the light.
good idea, Nate. That shit looks like the type that hat you'd wear in Maple Story after getting scammed, huh? Scammer! Don't buy his hat. WTB hat! Selling hat. That's a favorite part of Maple Story, dicks. Some guy hanging out in fucking the market. WTB hat! And some of the guys nearby just like, selling hat. Then they look at each other, they walk up, they stare at each other for a little while. Then like half a minute later, the other guy's like, scammer! Don't buy his hat! So see, this one rotates that away.
I think you got it.
Sam, please. I'm begging you, Sam.
And
One of the OG
last
Rangers is coming to my local comic store. Should I go chat? Should I go chat? Full costume? Yes, Apples, yes. Obviously, what are you talking about?
Sam,
How's that a question?
look,
You can meet a
that's
Power
where we're
Ranger.
going.
Wait a minute. That's only 11 pirates.
We're missing our star pirate.
It's kind of weird.
Whoa, we're missing pirate statues, guys? Wow. Relax, Sam, you big fucking geek. Right, you probably forgot to add them. Probably doesn't mean anything. But where's our main pirate? Who cares? The mask for mandatory. Maybe he has a Power Ranger mask. That's probably good enough. That's a face covering. Okay. I crank this again. That'd be fun to fuck it up. But I can. Hey, what Ranger is it, Apples? My guess, it's Tommy, right? He seems like he's doing the circuit. He always does a circuit.
Let's see. Okay, where to now?
Apples are just as a Black Ranger, Brian. She's like, Mastodon!
Shit. Here's your missing Avery statue.
You gotta avoid the Blue Ranger, right? That's what I've heard.
You know, I'm starting to get the feeling that our friend was a bit of a narcissist.
You think?
Let's go see what he's got in store for us.
Seems the audio's kind of desynced, doesn't it? I wish it was Tommy.
It's,
Seems like
That's a long way
Tommy's
to
that kind of dude that seems to make a lot of his income from doing cons and shit these days. Who could it be if it's an OG Ranger? The blue one? I hope not. Be careful with the blue one. Anything that saves us from having to see Dix's ugly mugs a benefit to society, huh? You'd be more convincing if you stopped buying my pics, says Dix, huh?
Hey, up here. Found a way back.
Back to where, dude? Get it back to good. Oh.
So, Nathan, and be honest with me, how does this stack up, you know, compared to your other adventures?
Dude,
Ask
Sam,
me
this is
again
special,
when we
dude.
finish.
All right, I know you're feeling insecure, but this is special because you're here with me. You're my brother. Relax. Okay, I know I'm more experienced than you are, but just relax and let it happen. Let me do what I do best. Is that why I hate them apples? Or because they're a fucking murderer? That was fun. See me climb my brother's shoulders? Watch this. If it's the new replacements from Season 2, then screw them, huh? Besides the blacks, and see plays Ichigo in Bleach. Yes, what's his name? Johnny Young Bosch. Look, I got my feet on his feet. Is that a thing people actually do? This is amazing. Whoa! Jeez, relax, bro. Get off me, Nate! That says, wait, he's a murderer? Confirmed murderer. No, I think that's a very popular middle school myth, I believe, apples. I'm not sure if it has any truth to that, but it is a popular myth. It's one of those urban legends. That the Blue Ranger killed somebody. I'm not even sure if there's literally any truth to that.
Sweet.
All right, come on down.
Billy caught a body. Could be a sick name for a song. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those, you know, widely spread school rumors. I think I heard in high school that he was acquitted and that it was totally, you know, like,
Boat's down there.
definitive.
After you, Captain.
I think I heard later in life that there's literally no truth to it whatsoever, and there actually was no, there actually was no crime. Yeah, use a grapple hook. Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? So I'm back here again. Okay. So what did we do? I wasn't paying attention. We triggered a mechanism. Probably was enough, right? We probably made something appear. Ow. We. Billy morphed and caught the body. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not totally sure if that's true, but it is a very popular rumor. Here we go. Every time in the series to this point, I swear he's used his pistol to ride zip lines. I've seen him use the grapple hook at least once.
Okay.
He used a power lance, no
Island
evidence.
with monstrous Avery statue is to the right. I'm so excited, my hands are literally shaking.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Good voice
It's
acting.
either that or I just, I need another cigarette.
So apparently made a big statue appear, huh? John, there it is. GTA 5. You guys love that? Parking your boat on the beach. Guys, you guys want to stream Saints Row 2 at some point? I'm not sure that game would be a good fit for the stream, but I do love that game profoundly.
Looks like he's got a spyglass, but he's not really looking for it.
We're in some weather here, looks like.
Treasure Island, eat your heart out.
It's kind of moody. Pirate adventures, just. I like the changing weather, kind of nice. Saints Row 2 is kill. What's funny is I've never played a Saints Row game, like, ever. It's not that funny. It's a pretty popular franchise, but I wouldn't say it's one of those ones that everybody's played, excuse me. Saints Row, I think 3 is probably the most widely played now. Saints Row 1 and 2 are the best, 2 especially. 3 was ass, but it's got its fans, of course. Then 4 was pretty cool, too. Oh, probably got the treasure in here, though, huh? Man. Oh, shit, how deep is this fucking cave? I played the Saints Row where you have superpowers. Yeah, that's number 4. That game is pretty cool. It's not really a Saints Row game in the way that it plays, but the way it's written is very Saints Row-esque. Apples play bully. No bully, Apples, no bully. But I never played bully before, Apples. I really don't typically fuck with Rockstar games that hard. I like GTA 5. Kind of took some cues from Saints Row. I liked San Andreas for what it was in its time. But I don't think I really like Bully, if I had to guess. Really, J-Bomb 6, J-Bomb? Hey, played the other games in the franchise? Joss loved Bully. I've heard it's an amazing game. I liked 4 a lot. It was very fun to play, too. Good gameplay. good story. If you like Saints Row story, that is. I kind of feel like the story of 4 was kind of like a apology for how bad 3 was, in terms of the writing especially. But I kind of missed the open world crime aspect, J-Bomb. That's kind of like me, J-Bomb. I played 1, actually I played 2, then 3, then 4, then I went back and played 1 later. And 1 was sick. 1 is actually super sick. Especially if you enjoy 2 a lot. It's kind of a nice perspective on 2. So Kyosuke watched PewDiePie play Bully, huh? A long time ago. Because you would like Bully Jost. I'm not sure what that means. Depends on the ranger, though. Huh? Also, if they still have access to the grid. Gotta be careful with these rangers, dude. You ever play that new Partners fighting game, Boot Camp? Battle for the Grid? The game goes on sale quite often. It's multiplayer. I think it has rollback netcode and shit. It sounds pretty godlike. Play Bendy's apples, huh? Bendy... We can play that for just Death December, right? Apples? If you guys have missed the memo, we're going to be doing horror games all through December. It's the run back from October. I'm calling it Death December. We play Bendy. I was a big fan of the Superhero Sandbox. I still boot a prototype every now and again. If it's going to be an open world game, it better be fun to move around in. Well said, J-Bomb. For me personally, I think that open world crime games are fun to move around in. I like stealing cars and driving around and exploring that way. But your point, of course, is I totally agree with it. If for you that's less fun, that's perfectly fine. But I think that if you're in an open world game, or any kind of, any game, right? Any game with movement, hopefully the movement should be fun. There's no reason why it shouldn't be fun. If you're moving in your game, it should be fun. Play Getting Over It. That's a real horror game, huh? I think I own that game from some kind of Humble Bundle. I got a game I can plug for the VG Club, huh? Yeah, it's going to be this weekend. So if you guys are keeping track, for arbitrary reasons, I decided that the VG Club promotional channel will be open every weekend, and Anime Club promotional channel, the Anime Club promotional channel will be open every other weekend. I kind of feel like there's just more games to recommend than anime out there. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's get an upskirt. Oh, man. Oh, my God. It's gotta do a better job wiping, looks like. I'm still mad you're not calling it The Nightmare Before Christmas, huh? I think maybe that's a little bit too obvious. How about that? This seems like I've been here before. I guess there's no reason why I couldn't have been here before, right? It wasn't like it was blocked off or anything. You don't like horror games or films, Jost? Have you tried them, Jost? Might be surprised. When I was a child, I was kind of, put off by horror movies and horror games without actually giving them much of a shot. Look at the stones on that, man, yeah. I was trying to buy you Faith on Steam, but I can't for some inane reason. That seems weird, J-Bomb, but thank you for the thought. Who can enjoy a scary movie? It's like a mixture between like a comedy and a horror.
Sam.
Give me a hand with this.
Oh, no. Oh, you do the honors. I insist, come on.
Okay.
No. You can't make me, dude. I want to find more stuff. Like, I've probably already been here before and already looted it all.
Where you going, man?
Wherever I want, Sam. You're not the boss of me, dude. Yeah, my experience, so Jost, I never played horror games either growing up. Only as a streamer did I play horror games. I played The Evil Within 1. Then I played The Evil Within 2, I think. Then I played Dead Space 1, then Dead Space 2. What I found was I really enjoyed these games a lot. I played some horror games for October of this year, and I was quite pleased overall, I would say. They're pretty predictable, and nowadays they just try subverting your expectations, but it never works for me, says Jost. Huh? Well, sometimes, the narrative, the horror aspect, the scary parts of it, it's not always the best part of it, right? I think that when you play a horror, like a survival horror game, sometimes the survival elements kind of really work well with the horror elements. They kind of work together, in a way that kind of combines the spooky atmosphere with the tense gameplay in a way that is very rewarding. Whoa. If anything, I could probably whip up a horror game in a month's time, says Kyosuke, huh? The main game I'm making is so hard at the moment. I breath of fresh air, meaning of FPS horror game, sounds very pleasing to be making right now. If you do it, it'll only take a month. Do it as a break. Steam doesn't let you gift games when the price is different between countries after conversion to the same currency. What? That's insane, Dix. That's insane. So I've already been up here. There's no reason for me to do all this. I think I can I still, yeah, hookshot my way down. This is such a cool mechanic. In this game, the jumping is so much better than previous games. Like, it's way better. It's like a whole different fucking thing. I was saying earlier that if the previous games had this game's platforming, I would have conceded to J-Bomb's point that this is not really necessarily a shooting franchise. This game sure as hell's not really a shooting game. Yeah, thank you, Dix, for that awesome gift you gave me a while back. I've got much pleasure out of that game. Okay, so let's get where we gotta go. It says, fuck our Maple Leaf money, rest in peace. The Canucks with their funny money. Guys, just use the American dollar. That's kind of cool. If we're actually a mechanic, that'd be kind of fun.
All right, Captain. What are we looking at?
Probably some fucking Captain Crunch, dude. Me and the captain making it happen. Oh, shit. That's dramatic.
So,
We got wizards?
big skull-shaped island, what?
Big island.
I wish it was skull-shaped.
No skull.
Come on.
That's gotta be it. Libertalia.
That's optimistic considering everything.
You couldn't just
You know, it is just us here.
look
You're
around for an
allowed to
island?
feel just a little bit of excitement over this.
Okay, have your opinion, J-Bomb. Have your opinion, dude. Have it in my chat,
When we get
verbally.
Alcazar's noose off your neck.
I may not agree, J-Bomb,
Fine.
but please have your opinion.
Okay.
What?
What?
I said okay.
No. Your okays are never just okay. It usually means the opposite of okay.
Annie, are you okay? Sam, are you okay? Oh, shit. We got shooting game shit now? It's been hours, it seems like.
Who the hell else?
Shit.
Thank you, Katie. Because he's gonna call me names again. Oh, wait. Oh! I'm kind of confused. I forgot what happened in the game's intro.
I highly doubt it.
It's a very non-linear story. What do they call it when they have a story like this, Katie?
I highly doubt it, dude.
Postmodern? So this is what I played when I first started the game, right, John?
Come on, Nate.
And then I flashed back to my childhood, I think. And then I flashed forward.
I gotta get off this beach.
I flashed forward, Katie, to when we were in a prison together.
Can you hear me?
And I thought that this was before the prison part. I thought that we crashed on these boats and got locked up in the prison. That's why I'm confused. But no, is that a fucking Yeti goat? No, it's a tree. Holy fuck. A disjointed narrative? I think the term is a postmodern narrative, where they have flashbacks and flash forwards to tell a story that way. I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But yeah, basically it's jumping around the timeline. So the game starts now, Kyosuke. The game starts now. Wide, linear, non-antiquated postmodernism, says Katie. There's definitely for this narratively, yes. Yeah. I know, Brian. Yeah, I get that now, of course. But for a minute there, I didn't totally grasp it. Come on, Nate. Prison was before Uncharted 1. Yes. What's up, AJ? I miss Donut Drake. We played as Donut Drake a little bit in the previous games. He's not in this game at all? Come on. The opening is actually the ending, and the end is the beginning. Yeah, when I think about stories like that, I think about Final Fantasy Tactics, guys. You guys know I love FFT. right? But that game's kind of funny because that game starts in the modern day, then flashes you back to Ramza's, cadethood, and then it flashes you back even further to his childhood. That game has flashbacks within flashbacks. It's kind of weird. If you give Uncharted $20, we'll let you skip to the credits, huh? A lot of modern games are kind of that way, right, J-Bomb? In a few minutes, says Brian, you'll be replaying the train sequence from Uncharted 2. Yeah, maybe. Didn't we already do that in this game once? Or am I wrong about that? I kind of feel like we did or something. I think he had like a flashback to it. I don't think I played it, but he had like a flashback to it. Wide linear. Boy, it sure is pretty, for the eyeballs. I can't believe it's running like, in real time on a PS4. I think a lot of this game's, ambition is technical. Right, that's kind of part of why I don't really get about this franchise. I guess because I'm been through so many hardware generations. I think it probably appeals more to like younger gamers insofar as people like me and Katie and Brian who have lived through so many console generations now. Graphics are impressive for sure, but I'm kind of like to be like impressed by games graphics is not really like my main objective buying a new game or a new console. Again, I felt the way on PS2, for instance. PS2 was like, whoa! When it first came out. You call me old man? Shit. Call me old, Katie, yes.
Sam, goddammit! Sam!
Yeah, there was a time where I was really shocked by games graphics, and I'd buy a console just to see the new graphics. But, I kind of feel like this entire franchise, a lot of its ambition is technical. There's nothing wrong with that, of course. It's it's definitely an ambition worth having. But I think that sometimes I kind of misunderstand that when I play these games. That even if the gameplay is kind of dull in places, their ambition was never necessarily to make like a really amazing game. Oftentimes it was just to show off what the console can do. And in this situation right here, for instance, it's like, whoa, shit. Like, wow, the PS4 is kind of a beast in some cases, like, if you know what you're doing. At the very end of the game, they should do a flashback to the start of the game and make you play it again, huh? Yeah, the New Game Plus. Make the plot unobtainable, because you can't actually finish the game. We wanted the plot for Batman Arkham Knight, right, guys? It was Arkham Knight we tried to... No, Arkham City. And they wanted me to do all of New Game Plus to get this fucking trophy.
First things first, get to higher ground. First rule, higher ground. Find out where you are.
That'd be cool if that's actually a gameplay mechanic, not just him fucking doing a little,
Sam, come
gimmick.
on, answer me!
I say that, but we had a game like fucking Assassin's Creed where that actually was a mechanic. It was kind of boring. I remember seeing PSX SMVs for the first time and saying games can never look more real than this. In some cases, they kind of haven't necessarily. Right? I was playing FF7 on stream a couple years ago, and I was kind of shocked by how good the graphics looked in the FMVs. And I was like, sure, we could do this, to an extent with a modern console. But in some cases, I was kind of like shocked that there are elements of those FMVs that we really still haven't been able to like capture in in real time. So I saw Sonic Adventure demo at a Sears, huh? Yeah, I remember that too. That was quite shocking. I remember because Dreamcast predated PS2, right, Katie? I remember seeing the Dreamcast graphics and being like, whoa! Oh, Joss, dude, it pisses me off so bad in this game. Like, this game, there's things I enjoy about it a lot and things I'm kind of more critical of. But one thing that I cannot stand in this game is how often they go, wow, look at this view. Wow, beautiful scenery, right? It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, holy shit. Well, that's so shameless on the part of Naughty Dog. Like, yeah, it looks good. You don't gotta fucking tell me it looks good. I guess their fear was that they put all this work into making the game look good and people would just fucking, play the fucking game and not just spend all their time gawking. You haven't fired a bullet all night in this shooting game. Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, J-Bomb, I think this game is, of all the games in the franchise, I would agree it's not a shooting game. Would you look at that, AJ? Wow. What a view. I can see my house from here. Look over there. Wow. Wow, it's getting pretty nasty. Look at the weather. Right, but whatever. It's a pet peeve. The Uncharted formula has to wander for half an hour. Dude, Katie, here's the thing, though, Katie. This game, you wander around for hours between shooting sections. Hours. But thankfully, they improved the jumping. In this game, the platform is actually kind of fun. I wouldn't say it's extremely fun, but it's way more involved than previous games.
Sam!
I actually feel, interested in climbing a lot of the time. That's why I was, joking earlier saying that if this franchise had this game's platforming up to this point, I would have conceded, in the last game that Uncharted is not a shooting, is not a shooting game franchise, right? This game actually, the climbing actually feels like a gameplay mechanic, not just a waste of time. Oh shit. Oh, I can walk around on this. To me, it seems as though this franchise is just about shooting. And then the climbing parts are just a total waste of time. Not that it was not their intention. It might have been their intention to have the climbing be its own thing. But it's never been like an actual part of the game, in my opinion. And the shooting actually has been. But in this game, the climbing is not only a part of the game, but it's a major part of the game. Well, I don't know, J-Bomb. You guys know my opinion, right? I think that as of Uncharted 2, the shooting in this game, this franchise has been, in many cases, extremely fun.
Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe Sam took it.
Especially Uncharted 3 had awesome shooting. Like, those parts were fucking sick. That was the most I felt in this franchise, like, positively, was in Uncharted 3's, actual, fun parts. And this game just has, way less of that. They traded a lot of the shooting parts for more of the climbing and wandering parts. And like, I'm grateful that they improved those parts at least. But you guys know my stance since Uncharted 2 was just don't try to improve the jumping. Don't try to fix it, just remove it. That's what this franchise needs. Just get rid of it. Let it be shooting more or less all the time. Because although they clearly had an ambition to, quote unquote not be a shooting game, right? They wanted to be a, like a mix or a platformer or adventure game, action adventure in J-Bomb's words. They never succeeded at that, in my opinion. They only succeeded at being a shooting game. But this game, they tried to bring the action adventure part of it more to the forefront, and they succeeded, for better or worse. But this, I would just like to kind of go back to Uncharted 3's pace. Swinging is fun, AJ, you're right. He's like, nobody's gonna touch that?
Right,
Are you happy now, Katie?
Anything else besides my life? Talk to myself. That's the first sign of crazy.
I would never do that, guys. I never talk to myself. Who would do such a thing? It'd probably be miserable to watch, huh? So same as usual, says Dix. Probably play Gears at some point. What's up, Majin?
Jesus.
Welcome aboard. You don't like Halo, Katie?
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Or do you love Halo but think I'd be too ass at it? I started playing games when Pong came out, says D-Sky.
Shit.
So to see the progress is impressive.
Just push through.
I might very well
Just
hate
push
it.
through.
I've enjoyed almost every shooter I played on stream, though. I'm trying to remember if there's a shooting game I played on stream that I hated. I think they're good stream games. I never liked shooting games for my own pleasure growing up. But they make for easy hosting.
What the hell with this place?
But I'm not that interested in Halo at all, to be honest. You guys want to watch Halo? Follow Rebecca. Twitch.tv/REEEBECCA. 5 E's total in Rebecca's name. Rebecca. She streams pretty much nothing but Halo. Yeah, I think that I'm more interested in Gears than Halo. I look at Halo, as a, as its function in gaming culture, and I've never been even curious about Halo.
Gotta keep going.
Like, it has no appeal to me whatsoever.
I gotta get this.
Look at the thing. Not really much, no. The only FPS I ever played was Duke Nukem 3D on stream. Because Gears is fun. Yeah, Fear, thank you for the reminder, Dex. Yeah, Fear was great. Yeah, I fucking loved Fear. Fear was fucking amazing. Blew my mind. I played Fear, I played Duke Nukem 3D, and that's about it, I think. Hardest shooter I played as a kid, says AJ. Turok Evolution on PS2, huh? I forgot that was even a thing. There was a Turok PS2 game? I only know the N64 one. Ryan doesn't want to watch Rebecca play multiplayer. She wants to watch somebody play the campaign. Huh? Well, we'll follow her anyway, guys. She's great. I'll say that Halo has the best difficulty setting in all video games, hands down. The campaign of Halo is amazing, though. Like, the story just hits you when you are attached to it. Yeah, I wonder if I feel the same way. I mean, just from, you know, looking at it from the outside, the whole thing with Master Chief and, you know, his, like, laser sword or whatever he has like a shield, like a laser shield, force field. I don't really get it. It doesn't really jump out at me as something that I'd be interested in. Gears, although I'm not that curious about it, you know, narratively, I really don't care about the characters or whatever. I'm kind of curious about the gameplay. Come on, mate. This is so stupid. Are you kidding me? What? What is this trying to convey to me, gameplay-wise? That I can't climb here? Just wasting my time. He has like a random interval where he slips to maybe convey to me as a player that it's wet. I just gotta wait for him to do his little slip animation all the time. This is a brilliant fusion of gameplay and narrative. I'm trying to climb the wall, but it's too wet to climb, so he just slips. Then again, listen to me roast, guys. Listen to me fucking roasting here. Talking that sweet shit. If this was Metal Gear Solid 6, guys, I'd be like, oh my god. Kojima's a genius. The fusion of gameplay and cutscene together as one. I'm a weeb. If this game a Japanese director, I'd be like, wow, it's brilliant. It's subverting my expectations of the climbing mechanics by making it slippy. But since it's a Western game, I'm like, man, why so slip? Yeah, I'm the same way. So J-Bomb says here, I've always disliked the phrase action adventure. It's way too vague. Mario's an action adventure. Uncharted is an action adventure. Here's my thing, J-Bomb. And this could be something I heard a long time ago.
Sam.
From a source that may not have been especially definitive. Right, so take it with a grain of salt, guys. But join me in this. Let's popularize this this outlook. It was explained to me by somebody, once upon a time, that a true action adventure is derived from the term adventure, as in an adventure game or a text adventure or a point-and-click adventure, and action, meaning real-time, non-menu based, right? So think of an action RPG. So an RPG, of course, like a classical JRPG, is turn-based, menu-driven combat, right? Or gameplay, you should say. And an action RPG is an RPG where instead of having menus and pause in the game to take turns, it's all in real time, right? You press buttons and things happen in an RPG-esque fashion. That's an action RPG. So an action adventure is like a point-and-click adventure game or a text adventure game, but it plays out in real time, right? You press buttons and things happen. So thank you, Magic Course. So I guess people say that Zelda is by extension the quintessential action adventure because you collect items like in an adventure game, and use the items to solve puzzles like an adventure game, right? So that's kind of, since I heard that that outlook on the genre title, action adventure, my definition has narrowed on that. Like I've narrowed my definition of what's an action adventure. Right? They're games where you find items, use them to solve puzzles, right? Unlock doors, etc. It's like a adventure game, but action paced, right? Like real time. So to me, this would not be an action adventure in any case, right? But again, like you said, J-Bomb, the term is very widely used that way. And of course, there is no like definitive guide to what these genre titles mean. It's to each person's own, definition, of course. But this is it's like an action adventure in the sense of being like a movie.
I'm coming to you.
Like an action adventure film. This makes it like like an action adventure game. But to me, it's not really an action adventure because it's not really an adventure game at all. In the sense of it not, of course, we're having an adventure, obviously, but it's not an adventure game insofar as, the puzzle solving mechanics, the finding the key, the attaching that to make this, to, that sort of thing. Mario's a dating sim, says Dix, huh? Since you get with Peach in the end. Maybe you're right, Dix. Brian agrees with Katie. If you get down to definitions of action or adventure, you can apply that to nearly anything that there are enemies to kill and a story to be told. Action story, says AJ? Maybe like a narrative, a cinematic adventure, something like that. I think J-Bomb's point was just that, both the terms action and adventure, every game has action. I should say most games have action. A lot of games have adventure in them. So that's a very wide term. I've made my argument that, we could narrow that term down if you say that, an adventure game conforms to certain tropes. And an action as like a prefix for a genre implies you take a genre typically that's turn-based or otherwise very slow or menu-driven, and you make it more, fast-paced or real-time, hence action RPG. So therefore, an action-adventure would be an adventure game that takes place in real time, like Zelda, or other games where you find items, solve puzzles, open locked doors, that sort of thing. So that's another thing, Majin. Yeah, in my opinion, a hack and slash game is a game that has like a dungeon crawler element to it, insofar as you kind of mash, and really the gameplay is not focused on the combat per se. It's more on the loot, for instance. Hence, Gauntlet Legends, why we call it hack and slash. Whereas a game like Devil May Cry 3 would be a character action. It's more focused on the individual buttons you're pressing and what time. There's more strategy involved in the actual choice of what attacks you're using, not so much the loot you're finding and that sort of thing. Or the just kind of like mash into waves of enemies. Farming Sim 2019 is the best action-adventure game. This grueling story of a man and his corn. Brian's like, that's pretty corny, J-Bomb. I read the books in my sophomore literature class, thus making me want to play this game, says Kyosuke. What game are we talking about? The Metro series. Oh, they're based on books? I didn't know that. Wouldn't hack and slash be more arcade? I guess my thinking, KD, yeah. But again, there's no hard, fast definitions out there for these things. But my feeling's always been that, a hack and slash is a game that's a little bit more like, you kind of mash your way through. And oftentimes augmented, the combat's usually augmented by something that's a little bit more deep, like loot collecting or, character customization or something like that. Whereas character actions is more based on the actual minute-to-minute slicing and dicing. Yeah, Golden Axe would be beat 'em up, yeah. Definitely not an RPG. Guys, while we're ranting here and avoiding playing Uncharted, can I say, I have a huge pet peeve when people say that Zelda is an RPG. That drives me nuts. To some, that's one of the quintessential RPGs. I was reading a list recently, guys, as of what last week, a list of great SNES RPGs. This guy was like, dude, best one, Zelda: Link to the Past, hands down. It's a great action RPG. It's not an action RPG. Right? You don't level up. There's no EXP. Right? It has none of the RPG trouble except for swords. Swords and sorcery does not an RPG make. You have heart pieces to get you stronger. This is where I came from? It probably is. I'm a doofus. You can reforge your swords in some of them. But again, to me, if you're not leveling up, at the very least, it's not an RPG. So Breath of the Wild is an RPG, says Katie, huh? It's kind of sad that Castlevania is a dead franchise. Is it? What was the last Castlevania game, J-Bomb? I guess maybe you're right. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Mario's an action RPG. It has action, and you roleplay as Mario's those dicks. You can if you want to, dicks. I don't when I play. I don't get immersed like that. But if you want to, that's perfectly fine. Oh, treasure. Oh, yeah, I do, Kyosuke. I liked Oblivion. Really? Lord of Shadows 2 is the newest one? Play a role in every game. I'm sorry, welcome aboard, Good Vibe. I think I didn't greet Good Vibe formally. Welcome aboard, Good Vibe. Pleasure to have you. You play a role in the games is Good Vibe. Gran Turismo's an RPG. You're role playing as that car, dude, that whip. I always loved in Burnout Paradise how the car has no driver. I'm sorry, I didn't read it. The chat's scrolling kind of fast, Prime. Didn't even see your comment. Brad says Zelda 2 is an action RPG, huh? Yeah, that game, I would say, for me, it qualifies just barely because, again, it has fucking literally, you kill monsters, get EXP, level up. Level up, get more health, get more magic points, right? I mean, that's like bare minimum. Or otherwise having, numerized stats. Fucking Zelda don't even have numerized stats, bro. You have heart pieces. Typically speaking, I mean. I own Oblivion, yeah. Yeah. I certainly do. I played Skyrim as well and didn't really care for it as much. I also enjoyed me some Fallout 3. This area sure is pretty. Can't take anything away from that. Dicks, please. Luckily, Iga did the Bloodstained Ritual of the Night thing, and that game is rocking awesome. I've heard, J-Bon. I've heard that game is fucking sick. So shout out to that guy. Shout out to these, independent directors spinning off these spiritual sequels to games that, the actual big publishers have ignored. Oh, what's this? Are Batman Arkham games RPGs? Well, you roleplay as Batman, right? But I would say no, right? Because you don't really... You get EXP... Oh, how about that? I see what Age's point is, right? You can do level up over... you get EXP and level up. But that game, you don't really have numerized stats, right? You level up with the EXP, unlock a skill point, and then you use that skill point to increase like a ability tree, right? I think that it's just kind of, it's not... Like, the focus is not on leveling up, you know what I mean? It's a thing you can do. But I think they could have made an RPG, right? That new game coming out, I think, is an RPG, isn't it? That Gotham Knights is an RPG. Because, again, the focus is going to be more on leveling in those games than on the actual action gameplay compared to previous Arkham games, for instance. I qualify as an action RPG, says Dix. Well, I haven't played it myself, Dix. I can't argue with that. But to me, the Zelda games typically are not really RPGs. They just don't have enough, fixation on actual RPG mechanics. I do own Fallout 3, Kyosuke, yeah. But Warbitsky. A role-playing puzzle adventure action game is a good vibe, huh? You think Batman's a puzzle adventure game too, says a good vibe, but that's true. Or at least that it has, puzzle elements to it. Okay. Do you think I own every game, Kyosuke? That's not... I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say... Never mind. I own pretty much every game that I ever want to play, guys. I have such a huge games library. I can hardly imagine, yearning for a game anymore. My backlog is insane right now. Where's Skyrim in the driving section? You fly a dragon. Mario's a puzzle game. You gotta figure out how to get to the secret areas, says Dix. Or just to get to anywhere in those games, right? Like, you have to figure out how to get to the next platform. The answer? By jumping. Whee. Whee.
Up we go.
My argument for Batman, guys, about it being a puzzle game, for one thing, I want to qualify this statement by saying that I clarified that I wouldn't put it in the puzzle game section. My point I was trying to make was that the combat at a high level of play devolves into a mind state that's very puzzle-esque. When I'm playing an actual character action game, like Devil May Cry or Ninja Gaiden or Bayonetta, there's a lot going on in terms of spacing, timing, utilizing a variety of moves for tactical concerns, right? Whereas in Batman, when you're fighting enemies, your concerns devolve very rapidly into, memorizing the pattern of what moves you did when, and trying to stack combos, like, by varying your attacks. Like, it's not really a game that has anything that you would consider to be, like, character action-esque in terms of the minute-to-minute gameplay. You'd be surprised. Like, when you watch it, it looks like a character action game. Or like a beat-em-up even. But the way that it feels in your brain when you're playing it, it doesn't really feel that same way because you're not keeping track of, your spacing, or even, like your startup time. It really is just a matter of memorizing a chain and trying to stack and cash out your chain, kind of like playing Tetris and shit like that.
Now what?
I'll pick you a game. I think it's pretty dope, and you don't gotta feel forced to play it. It's more of an incentive of, if you're ever bored or want to play something new, try that out. Of course, Darian, I appreciate any gifts, dude. You guys are always very generous with me. And I always know that you guys' gifts are always heartfelt. I must warn you guys again that I have a very large game collection. No, AJ, please. Look at that view. I mean, honestly, guys. Look at that fog over there, alright? Again, credit where credit is due. This game looks great. Unfortunately, it runs at 30 frames. So, AJ, we played through Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 right before this. Right before this. And, kind of like we're playing like a series long play right now. And here's the thing. This game looks better than those games do, but they ran at 60 frames, man, on PS4, because we played the remasters. So going from 60 frames to 30 feels like a downgrade. Even though this game is, the more ambitious, more modern game. Because it definitely has graphics. But how many does it have, Katie? That's my thing. Like, how many graphics does your game actually have? This game seems to have quite a few. Yes, AJ. My feeling is right now, my current plan is to play Lost Legacy next. But I can't confirm that. Just because there's a possibility I'm going to be so sick of the franchise by the time this game's over, I might want to move on. This game has really kind of rubbed me the wrong way in many cases. In many situations. I really enjoyed, I enjoyed shitting on 1. And 2 was very interesting to me because they really tried to push the franchise forward. 3 blew me away with how much fun I had with it in terms of its gameplay. The core gameplay. But then 4 is really turning me off because of its pace. So I'm not sure where I'm going to, fall on Lost Legacy. My plan right now is to play Lost Legacy next. I have Jody, I have Joss, excuse me. So, let's see here. So I'm not listening to him talk. Well, can I climb this? I see some handholds here. No, I don't. That's where I swang from, right? I think it is. Oh, well, I have this. Okay.
That should hold. Let's hope.
So what if I were to fall off this? Oh, I see. So, and then I'm going to Vencabot, indeed, Katie, yeah. Lots of standing and backtracking. It's admiring the views. I'm just kind of chatting with my friends, mostly. If not Uncharted, do you know what you'll play next? Okay, I don't want to commit. Goodbye. I don't want to commit. If you guys look above my head, you'll see that we're kind of planning a Tomb Raider series long play to compare to this franchise, especially. Like, kind of my purpose for that would be to compare them. That's my thinking. But I might try to get another game in there in between. I'm getting a new PC this Christmas, says Britsky, with a Ryzen 5 and an RTX 2070. I'm so happy. My PC right now is a GTX 960. Holy shit, Britsky, this is going to be a hell of an upgrade. You might find it's going to be easier for you to stream in that case. Like I said, he's playing Tomb Raider, no take-back, says Dix. Yeah, my plan is I really want to play Lost Legacy in the short term, almost certainly right after this is finished. I'm sorry, guys, I'm really drowsy. If I seem more stammery than usual, I apologize. When this game's over, I'm going to play Lost Legacy, then I'm going to play Tomb Raider. But I might try to get some other games kind of like in between. D-Scott enjoys Tomb Raider. Yeah, KD said he played Tomb Raider, I think, with his wife, right? They played more or less together, or she watched you play, or vice versa. Titiana Jones is a fun series. Yeah, it sounds like it'd be quite an upgrade for you, Britsky. I'm looking forward to seeing how you feel about that. Took turns playing. That's great, dude. That's like me and my bro when we were kids. Taking turns. Like, literally, like, both playing. I remember, me and my bro, we would trade controller once in a while for, like, games like, Mega Man Legends or RPGs. Even when you weren't, like, playing actively, we'd be, like, talking about the game. It's kind of where the stream comes from. Me and my bro kind of talking strategy while we're playing and sharing our thoughts. Oh, shit. I only enjoyed Tomb Raider 2013, not so much the other ones after. Really, AJ, now why is that? They're not the same? You think them to be like mostly the same. What did they change that turned you off? This game's jumping is, again, actually like it's an actual fucking video game. Feels good. Okay, so I'm somewhere new now, right? Yeah, sure I am. This little shimmy he did there, that was great. This game is by far the best jumping of all the games in the franchise, so it's actually, again, like a thing. but it's just, again, too little too late for me. The pacing, oh, that's like me in this game. It's kind of a shame. Well, I'll see how I feel about it personally. Again, I'm looking for, are they long games? I'm kind of assuming that, so far for Uncharted, these games have been so fucking snappy, dude. Guys, before we played this, we were playing a Zelda series long play. That one was fucking brutal toward the end, man. Those games got really long. I'm finding that Uncharted is very well suited to like a series long play, because God, they go fast. I'm hoping that Tomb Raider is kind of similar. We can play through 1, 2, and 3 real quick. Oh, thanks, Josh, for the hint. This is like a blind playthrough, though. I may indeed struggle. I find that struggle is part of the learning process, part of the critical process as well. Sometimes I feel like, if I get stuck in a part of a game, I'd want to get stuck there, and then I can, deduce, how I feel from that, whether it's negative or, oh, I'm such a dummy, or, oh, they could be more clear about that, right? That kind of gets taken away if people tell me, like, what to do. I'd rather, if I'm going to get stuck, I want to get stuck, you know what I mean? It's part of it being critical of the game. Oh, okay. There's so much you can explore. It's a shame there's nothing to find. I think I came from there, didn't I? I think this game has very Ico-esque platforming, which is awesome. I love Ico. This game kind of succeeds to have that sort of a feel of the jumping and the climbing and the exploring. That really is pretty dope.
It's not reassuring.
Majora's incomplete. No, Brian. First was fine. Second felt too long. 3 got a little bit better, huh? Too long. If people tell him what to do, he has to buy games more often, says Dix, huh? Maybe you're right. It's like a way to save money, right? Play the same game forever and get pissed off being stuck. If you're going to play the Tomb Raider series, they're a bitch if you want to collect all the Onion bullshit. J-Bomb, I've been soul-searching, J-Bomb. Right. After struggling so hard in Majora to find everything, I kind of want to slide down that. It's usually how you get to places in this franchise. After struggling with the majority 100%, right, then playing Uncharted 1 and 2 and 3, where it was pretty much impossible to find everything without taking a lot of time to do it, I think I'm not going to worry too much about that for these kind of games. I think there's a time and a place. And lately I've been thinking that maybe the time and the place... Oh, no. Oh, my God. That's where I'm supposed to go? I hope so. So this game, like an RPG element? Honestly, I know it's kind of cliche in the year 2020 to add RPG stuff to everything, but for a game like this, I might agree with you. Just because it's so slow. It'd be cool if there was, something I could focus on while, I don't know. All right, here's the thing about RPG mechanics, right? They can give you something to think about while you're otherwise doing nothing. You know what I mean? That's kind of their function. I think that's part of why we see so many genres employ them now. We're seeing RPG mechanics added to shooting games, added to every genre. We're seeing all kinds of skill points and leveling up and all that stuff. It's coming into games because it gives you one more thing to manage, which can make a game seem less boring than it actually is. Right? It gives you something to think about anyway, if nothing else. This game, man, if I were actually, like, I don't know, managing skills or leveling up, sure, it'd be trite. It'd be shallow. It'd be a cop-out. But it'd be something. I'm meditating, guys, on why this game appeals to me less than Ico. I think that part of it is that Nathan Drake won't shut the fuck up. I think this game's kind of going for, like, how about this? Maybe the gameplay is at odds with the narrative style. Because the gameplay often is very meandering and, wandering and, like, atmospheric, at least graphically speaking. But the actual way the story is presented is so, it's so much like a movie, I guess. So I kind of feel like it needs to be a little bit snappier, gameplay-wise. But I think that if it were, like, like, no dialogue, I could get into this, right? Just a big open cave to explore and try to find your way through. Okay, whatever. I kind of wonder if maybe part of its failure for me personally is just that there's sort of like a mismatch between the way the game's story is presented to me and the way the gameplay is presented to me. Because, a game like Ico is a very atmospheric game. It's very, very... There's not that breathing room with the story. The story is very, I don't want to say open, but very, like, perforated. It's got a lot of. It's very breathable. It's out of your way. The whole game is about exploring and climbing, right? I'm sure I'll read this fine. Let me get this up here. Thank you so much for the AJ for the follow. Thank you, dude. Switch class to the wizard, says Sticks. Dude, I would if I could, man. Remember the last game? No, was it 3? It was 3, right? It had the wizard in it. I'd play as him, dude. He was dope. You'd rather have the mystery, maybe. Like, where the hell am I? Exactly, dude. OG Tomb Raider or, you know, again, like Ico. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this game's gameplay, it does seem very much, maybe even inspired by Ico, which is a game I love. And yet, somehow, even though this game's, you know, got that same level of exploring and climbing, like, why doesn't it speak to me the same way? I think it's because of, again, how it conflicts with the story. You know, just kind of like, if I could actually get, like, immersed, if I could actually, you know, have this feeling that I was, like, you know, exploring this landscape at my own leisure, that'd be different. Whereas in this game, it's kind of like, you know, it's very cutscene driven, very dialogue heavy, and yet there's all this part I'm just kind of wandering and looking around for apparently nothing. March 20th, 1808. I confronted Burns this morning as we were making preparations to leave the caves. Our crew and food stores diminished. I demanded we return home so that we might return with more men, more supplies. Burns laughed, and repeated his mantra, the treasure's within our reach. I held firm. Even if we were to find Avery's stash, with one ship remaining, we should barely have enough room for ourselves on the return voyage, let alone any Hindu gold. I turned to First Mate Hayes for information, but he backed away as soon as I had the plague. Oh, rest in peace. Wait, the plague, capital P? Is that a magic plague? These games got a lot of magical plagues, like as a theme. Now Burns approached me, a smile on his face, urging me to consider the good of the expedition, that I had not foment dissent among the crew. The threat behind his words was plain. I suggested that perhaps I needed rest and retired to my camp. To hell with these fools. I have no intention of dying here. My only legacy, word in that man's book. If Burns believes the place to be Libertalia, if he wishes to go on, then he and the others shall go on without me. I shall break from this group at first light. Let us see how they fare with no navigator. Oh, rest in peace. Let me just make sure before I do something stupid. Do you own Dragon Age Origins? I don't, Kyosuke. I don't. Oh, no, actually I do. I do own that game. Yeah, I'm sorry, Kyosuke. Yeah. It's a detective game, says AJ, huh? That could be cool. That could be cool. Okay.
Poor bastards.
Rest in peace. But he looked at me as though I had COVID. He was like, bro, cover your nose. Thank you, Kyosuke. Yeah. I actually have Dragon Age Origins. I have it on PS3, I think. Can I climb out of here? Or is this just a cave for that treasure? I think it's just the ladder, right? It was to find that thing. There's a climbable... Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay.
Oh, hey. Seen anyone come by here? Tall, lanky, filled with big, stupid ideas about pirate treasure.
I can climb this. I can look more. I got plenty of classic favorites, this Kyosuke, huh? Take advantage of the video game plug channel.
Are you trying to climb up there? In those boots?
So we discussed this last time, guys, right? We talked about this last time on stream with Audrey Apples. Do you guys think that a skeleton could straight up just hang like that? Like, what's holding it together? Bones don't stick together like that, right? Or do they? I don't think they do. They could just fall into pieces, dude. But this game's one of those things you have to, you know, suspend disbelief, right? It's a pirate story. You gotta have skeletons. Hit. Come on, Drake. Yeah, ask Dix. Dix, can you just be a skeleton, bro? Want me to pull us out or what? Why?
Pretty sure you don't need this.
Oh, action adventure? The Pie Town. Was that a new mechanic? Reach toward the porous surface and press jab to try to jab it in. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, hopefully this ends up being cool. Yeah, so say the surprise rock fall mechanic. It's a thing in this franchise since the first game, right? Or probably since the second game, maybe? Pretty sure it wasn't in the first game.
Almost there.
What? Grab it, man. You can't grab that? Can I jump and jam it in? I can.
Okay.
So I got a new mechanic added in. I don't want to say no. You're already a bonehead. Oh, wow, dicks. So I can drop down here. No, I can't. Okay, well. Can I jump across? No, I think I might do a running jump here, huh? Hope this works. Okay, can I want to go this way, I think. I can do this, though, huh? Jam it in. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's something. It's not much, but it's something. It would be nice to have that earlier in the game. Maybe it'll get more deep as it goes. Maybe it'll give me some more, like, puzzles involving it, like where I position the... What do they call it? A python? Like a baton, but a python? I don't know, Dix. Boy, my memory's fucking terrible. Before Zelda in that time slot? That's our retro time slot, right? What were we playing before Zelda? It's been so long. Like, it's been so long. Where am I going to go? I don't think I want to try to make that jump. Even by Drake standards, it seems kind of far. I don't know. He can probably make that, right? That's what I call a Drake jump. Oh, maybe not. What's up here? Nada. Wow, look at the view. So beautiful. I can make that jump. Do I want to, though? Is that where I just came from? That's where I just came from, I think, right? Wow, AJ. Whoa. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Reeves.
Hop, skip, and a enormous leap away.
Well, maybe he's trying to give me a hint, right? Come on, Drake. Make a Drake jump. Whee. Okay, he made it. I hate that in this franchise. It's one of those little things. It's not as big a deal in this game as it was in previous games, thankfully. But it is a thing. I mean, it's visceral.
Oh, shit.
The jamming of the baton into the wall does feel like something. I'm not even sure I have a gun. I don't have a gun. You gotta be stealthy here.
All right, everyone, false alarm, but keep an eye out.
Okay. So I gotta sneak up behind these guys and get their guns. Finally! Oh, never mind. I think I just jumped to my death. Rip. Take an F in the chat, please. Pretty sure it's Animorphs, huh? Animorph thing was a special event.
Great.
Or was it? I think it was. I don't think it was our long play.
Movement along the tree line.
Pretty sure it was an Animorph dedicated stream, huh? Thank you, guys. GG.
I don't see anything.
I can mark guys, right? Do I have to do this to mark them?
All right, everyone, false alarm.
I need a gun to mark them, huh? Oh, I can. Okay, there we go.
Let's go.
Bling blong.
No way I imagined that.
Oh, you imagined it, bro. Trust me. There ain't nothing here. What the hell are you talking about? I don't know no Nathan Drake. Never heard of this dude. Wee. Oh, here we go. God. Oh shit, you son of a bitch! Get the fuck off me. Love that. Is that Ghostbusters? That was sick. Oh, was it really Ghostbusters? Holy fuck, these guys. This seemed like it was a million years ago, dude. Get in the cover, you goof. Okay, so I gotta definitely keep my eyes peeled. But I think there's probably not gonna be too many guys. Oh, there's a guy right there. There's a guy over there. Come over here, bud. Yush!
Wait.
Okay, get back in the cover. It was literally last year. That was so much fun. One great about this game is you can look in any direction and spam the mark button and find enemies. You couldn't spot yourself. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. That's kind of like that's like a necessary evil though, right, AJ? Like, how would you, what other way could you possibly do that? You have to make it maybe more like a narrow field. Yeah, I was thinking about that myself recently about how this game, like a lot of games like this have that sort of mechanic. It's kind of hard to know, you know, if the player's actually cheesing it or not. It really was. These guys was a long play, yeah. Surprised they didn't just throw detective vision to this game like everything else. Yeah, I kind of like that though. I think it makes sense to not have it in this game, Dix, because it's a shooting game at its heart, right? I think that it's kind of cool how they kind of balance the stealth and the shooting by making the stealth. Oh shit!
What the? Got something over there.
Making the stealth not as like straightforward. To kind of encourage you to shoot guys more. Also, the enemies don't really have like patterns. I'm not sure if you played Metal Gear Solid before, Dix, or other games in that genre. But this game franchise, this game I should say, doesn't really have the same. Oh my god, it's so fucking satisfying. God, I love that. The enemies don't have like patterns they walk on like in Metal Gear Solid. They do a little bit, and some of them do, but some of them don't. That's what I'm trying to say is that they kind of wander around more dynamically, which means that you can't really just kind of sit around and wait for them to come back all the time. So it's kind of nice in that respect. You kind of have to take your shot when you can get it. It's so much fun, Joss. Yeah, it's so good. I think Kirby was after Ghostbusters, huh? Maybe. So Kirby, then Zelda? Well, no, it wouldn't have Ghostbusters been. It would have been a modern long play, right? PS3. I put PS3 in the modern category. That would have been before this game, not before Zelda. Ghostbusters might have been thrown in between as an event thing, huh? Kirby did start off the series thing, though. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, you're right, Dick. That was our first ever like series long play. When was the Sonic series played? That was an ongoing thing from the beginning, Dix. That was never like we never played those games like back to back to back. It was more so like an event we would run once in a while, be a Sonic game. My ambition was to one day play all the classic Sonic games, which we've finally done. Excluding 3D Blast. Roll out. Come here, you fucker.
What's that?
Oh, he's fucking quick. Oh, grenades, nice. Oh, Code Vein! Yeah, Code Vein was fun. I've been seeing that DLC go on sale recently, guys. You guys want to play some more Code Vein again? That could be cool. What was before Zelda? Yeah, so it would have been something retro. Right? It wouldn't have been Ghostbusters, because Ghostbusters was a modern long play. Bye! Okay, more ammunition. It's kind of a fun little area. There's lots of little dudes kicking around. Neo 2, that was fun. Yeah, and she was super sick. Yeah, me, Dix, Caviez. We had... Who else was playing with us, Dix? Kind of aim them a little bit, AJ. You gotta kind of get your cursor on them somewhat. This is the most fun I've had in a very long time in this game. That's really saying something, right? I wish the whole game was just this. It's fucking amazing. Luigi's Mansion, that was cool. December 17th is the last DLC date. Oh, okay, cool. So we should save that for our next... So let me see here. That changes things. Gotta be considerate then of how I handle Tomb Raider and stuff. I want to play Neo so bad.
Come on, man. Really?
Yeah, sing it out, bro. Sing it out.
Are you trying to give away our position?
I'm just trying to infuse some culture here.
Keep your culture to yourself, please. Philistine. A lot of you.
Yeah, let's see here. I feel like there's more guys around here I need to find, though. There's not a lot of cover up there. Tomb Raider for New Year's. Maybe, AJ, maybe. Well, I don't know, man. I'm not sure on Neo's probably going to take a little while to complete. More like Neo 2, many skills I won't be using. Yeah, that's a problem that Neo's had since the beginning. I think Neo 2 did a better job than the first game. It was a pretty good improvement in pretty much every way, and that's one way they improved, but it's still not perfect. The skill tree of that game is pretty stupid. I think that, you know, it's not just the number of skills, J-Bomb, but it's really the UI, right? If they were more manageable, it wouldn't have been as big of a deal. But in that game, the number of skills is a really big problem with how bad the menu is. Yeah, it might take a few years as Dix. Yeah, it's definitely true. Oh, hey. Okay. This is such a cool environment, man. There's all kinds of places to climb and shoot. That's my thing, right? That's my thing about this whole franchise. Let me climb and shoot at the same time. That's all I ever wanted. The climbing makes the shooting better. And vice versa. So what are there more of in Neo 2? So use of skills or ladders? Ask J-Bomb. He's played it more recently than I have. They gave me a lot of tools, but I keep going back to the law firm of quick slash and dodge, huh? Yeah, that's a ninja castle problem. Oh shit, there's a guy over there I haven't marked yet. There sure is a lot of fucks around here. And that's the truth. Sometimes I feel like you're not meant to kill them all. I can just keep on sneaking by them, right? If I wanted to, what fun is that? Jesus, there sure is a lot of them, though. Oh my god. Jeez. And they kind of have a lot of line of sight to each other. Why doesn't Neo 2 have a skill tree that improves ladders? The real primary gameplay loop. Yeah, exactly. Gotta pull it into the core of the gameplay, right? The ladders are in the core. Gotta bring the skills toward the ladders. I remember this taking a while to clear using stealth, says AJ. Yeah. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, though. I'm honestly, this is the most fun I've had in a very long time in this game. Right now, it's 11:46. I would probably complete this section here and then move on to some Sonic 3D Blast. Hard on crushing. I'm playing on hard mode. This game's really blown me away on how hard hard mode is. Previous games have been so easy on hard mode. This game is definitely pretty brutal. Add snakes to the ladders, huh? Yeah, I think that's not going to be really an option to stealth my way through all of this. I think I might need to actually... let me drop down here. I might need to basically find out what's the best time to go ham. I might get an ankle grab from here somewhere, you know what I mean? This might be a good ankle grab position. If I'm careful. Well, at least I can jump to somewhere else from here. Ooh. You think Neo 2 would have more ramps with all the crutches that game has? I think I'll swap over to Neo 2. Destiny's kind of boring, huh? Oh, yeah, I fucking love Phantom Brave, Kyosuke, yeah. I love me some Phantom Brave. Oh, shit, there's a guy right fucking there. Wish I had a silenced pistol. Those guys are definitely got the buddy system on lock, dude. Oh, I can get high ground if I'm careful. That might be my option. No, not really, because he has line of sight with that, too. Is that game, like, able to run in an emulator? Oh, almost certainly, Kyosuke. You can run it on probably a PS2 emulator. Or a GameCube one. Excuse me, a Wii one. Oh, thank you for the reminder, AJ. Yeah, tall grass. Where is the tall grass? I don't see any around here as a thing, though. Well, there's some way over there. I'm not sure if that's tall grass over there. It might be. But even then, it's not where I want it to be, which is on top of the guys. I might just go ham. Even though it's probably not a good idea. Well, I can grab that ledge. I should grab the ledge, as long as nobody's looking at me. I'm going to pull that off. Man, I need to drop down a little bit. Fuck. Go away. Here we go. Yes. Oh no, what are you doing, Nate? What are you actually doing? No. You guys want to jump away? Jump to the wall behind you, Nate. Is that not a thing I can do? Hang on. Oh, God. Fuck! That was my plan, AJ, but he wouldn't jump across, unfortunately. I'm kind of frustrated by that. I wanted to just, like, jump across to the ledge behind me, but you just want to climb down instead. Oh shit.
Shit. What was that?
Nothing. They're invisible here.
God damn it.
God damn it. Better KMS, dude. So I gotta kill that guy first. He's kind of by himself. I gotta backtrack. I was trying to avoid that, but let's just do it. He's sort of Mr. Lonely, ain't got nobody over here.
Whoop. No way I imagined that.
Are you sure about that? Anybody over there? Probably nothing.
All right, but
Wait. No way I imagined that.
I don't know. Maybe you did. Never say never. Okay, I can jump onto him. Looks like get that sweet pounce. I think nobody else was over there, right?
Nothing here. What the?
what's that?
Oh, this is kind of bad.
All right then.
Somewhere Sully's just smoking a cigar by the pool watching Lena in a bikini, huh? I wouldn't mind that. They did that with the OG Destiny, huh? But I assume they'd make 3 not too long after after for more cash. It's gotta wait long enough for everybody to buy Destiny 2 on new gen before announcing 3. That's the tech, dude. That's the tech. Sneaky, sneaky, dude. We gotta sneak. Hit him with that snack. Is there a guy up there? I don't think there is. Basically, I'm backtracking now to kill a few guys that I might have missed, so I can maybe get a better angle on all this nonsense. Oh, I just killed myself. Fuck! I'm doing so well. I misunderstood the depth there. I jumped at the wrong angle, basically. Oh, it is saved. Sick. It's not convenient. Oh, excuse me, sir. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I jumped at the wrong angle, thinking I kind of misunderstood the depth. I need to climb onto this and jump over to there. Oh, no, I guess not. Once again, I'm a dumbass. Okay. So, I need to swing, I guess. There's a swing-majig. It's gonna be kind of tough, though. So that's really like a one-way.
No way.
Son of a bitch. It's not a bad position, though. I feel pretty fortified here. How long before they're like, probably nothing. Thank you, Brian. It was probably nothing. They don't know where they don't know how to reach me, I guess is the thing. Oh shit! Oh no, I ran out of ammo? Oh, I had to reload. Who's shooting at me? Okay. Yeah. Oh man. Kind of cool. I get a different perspective on the fight from the rope. You know what I mean? Fuck. Oh. Look at him go. Okay, stay swinging. He's kind of a hard target, I suppose. Ooh. This is not the worst. Oh, I'm getting extra height. Okay. Can I reload? Oh, wrong button. Fuck. Just swinging around. It's not bad. It's kind of hard to line up a shot. Ow. But I get plenty of time to regen my health. I wonder if I could swing up to there. Oh no, he had to put his arm out like he was gonna swing, but not the way I wanted him to. Well, let's jump around over here. Got plenty of ammo. Well, actually, I really don't. Maybe the bits, J-Bomb. How many bits do I have to give you for me to eat a vegetable? What kind of vegetable, dude? Depends. He doesn't got a fancy schmancy gun, looks like. Might as well swap. I got very little ammo left. This only has 7? What the hell is it? Like a shotgun. Okay. So I think that I lost him. Vote every week. I gotta fix that command. I'm sorry, AJ. It's a pretty old command. Tall grass. AAA game development. So I got a shot. I can close in on them with a shotty. That's probably a pretty good idea. Combine the jumping with the climbing. Oh man! Fuck! Oh my god! These guys haven't marked yet. These guys haven't marked yet. So they know where I'm at. This is fun. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. I need more ammo. I can jump across there. Let's not. Let's just keep pushing forward. Okay, there's another guy over there. Ooh. The AJ, the AV commands actually have like sounds or video associated with them. They can only be used once per 10 minutes per user. Unless you're Brian Axe, who has special access to Skeleton Warriors command. I don't know if I mean, shotgun's probably gonna be not that useful. Can I get this? How many shots does this thing have? 60? I'd rather have this, to be honest.
Sure thing, man.
Since you used a horse command, AJ, that's why you're kind of like timed out. Who has the sniper rifle? I think it's him. Or is that guy up there? It's gonna be kind of hard to sneak over there, like really hard to sneak over there. There's a guy over there too, son of a bitch. So many dudes. There's Sniper McGee. Okay. Turn around, dude. Turn around. Okay. Oh, I can get around this way? Oh, son of a gun. What is this? A sniper rifle? That could be handy here. No, it's not. Oh, it is. Well, I don't think I'd rather have the shotgun, to be honest. I could snipe here and just camp, but I think I'd rather try and, like, stealth through, which means I might probably end up point-blank range at some point. So many guys. Okay. Dude, they are just... Yeah, this is a good shotgun situation, right? Grab an ankle up there. Get some shotgun kills. That's too far for me to... I could actually jump into that spot and hide pretty well, I think. Right against that wall. These guys are fucking camping, bro. Jesus. Why so camp? He might see me there. I'll probably grab his ankle and probably didn't see him. I hope so. I grab onto the sledge.
You? Simon.
I can. Son of a bitch.
All right, let's keep looking. Be careful.
Here we go. Ooh. This game is so fun. At its best, this game is so fun. And yet it's so boring most of the time. Okay. I wonder if he makes noise when I grab his ankle. Oh, that's not going well. Shit! Fuck. That's sick.
Shit!
That's the wrong angle. Ooh, fuck! What the hell's that guy got over there?
Don't.
Oh, that fucking grenade launcher. Fuck that. Ugh. Jesus! Got like a minigun or some shit? This dude is fucking shredding. Can I throw a grenade over there? It's awfully far. The tree's blocking my way. Hold that shit, boy! Whoa! I think he's okay. Oh, he lost his balance. Goes, oh shit, that's sick. You son of a bitch. Oh, lucky shot. That's the auto aim for you. That was so badass, D. Scott. I'm telling you. The core gameplay, right? The core. That's the first time in the entire series they've actually used like the sliding mechanic along with the shooting mechanic, right? Slide down a hill because you try to escape a gunfight. Jump into cover from the slide. Ooh, man. You don't have this game, but I found a particular one to be very interesting. Have you played Scoutfold? Shrouded in Sanity? No, I have not, Kiosk. I've never even heard of it. Scoutfold? That's one of the games at its best, right? You're trying to escape. You got saw from, from leaning off a ledge. You drop down, try to escape real quick, accidentally slip on a fucking slide. Jump off, last minute, find cover. Ooh, man. Skeleton warriors. Okay. Why can't the whole game just be this, guys? I've been singing this tune for the whole playthrough. That was so much fun. This game is usually so fucking boring. Give me this. Alright. Give me that. This is the gun he had. This thing's crazy. That's what I'm saying, Jess. Core gameplay. Pull it to the core. Do it again, guys. In this game, I'm hating. If you guys are long-time friends, you guys know me. I hate on games a lot. This game, they did a lot to improve the jumping and the climbing. They tried to make it more core in general. But it's just boring to me. I prefer the shooting over the parts where all you're doing is climbing. I feel like, again, I love the climbing. But the climbing's at its best when you're also shooting. That's what, the shooting's at its best when you're also climbing. Synergize them together. Don't just have me do one or the other. Why am I just jumping for so long? Right? Why am I doing parts where I'm just shooting, too? Let me do the parts where I'm jumping and swinging and shooting and taking cover and stealthing, right? Combine them all. It's always most fun that way. This game's AI is crazy, Joss. It really is, compared to previous games in the franchise. I played all the games on hard mode at this point. This game's hard mode is fucking savage, but it's pretty fun. This game is the most generous auto-aim of all of them, though. Like, it's not that hard to get headshots in this game. Just kind of point your cursor at them and pull the trigger and get a headshot a lot. It's kind of like a critical hit, feels like. It does feel kind of like a RPG insofar as you kind of aim and shoot, and sometimes you get a crit, and they just die. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Got a headshot. It has a sanity meter, and weird shit can happen if it gets low in this game. It also has pixel graphics. At first it may look like Bloodborne, but it actually has elements from Resident Evil and Eternal Darkness. Yeah, Eternal Darkness was a game that kind of coined that whole sanity meter thing. If not the first game, then at least, the most notable game to have a sanity meter. Probably missing all kinds of treasure, but I really can't. Oh, I have to do this thing with the Pycon, or the whatever it's called. Piton. Shout out to Pycon from Dragon Ball Z. It could have just been endless gunfights, but I do love how they paced it. Well, that's my thing, Jost. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm not surprised you enjoy it. I think if my expectations were different in this game, I would have enjoyed it more. But going from 1 to 2 to 3, I really have grown to hate the climbing in this franchise. It's so boring. But again, I was stressed that this game really did a lot to improve that. And so, sure, if I had different expectations, let me say, if it was my first Uncharted game, was this one, then I might be more open-minded to like the long, climbing, wandering sections, because they're not that bad, really, for what they are. But because of where I came from in the franchise, back to back to back with Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, I'm really just kind of at this point where I'm like, dude, let's not climb anymore. Let's not fuck around with the whole, let's do a whole half an hour long section of just wandering and jumping on cliff face. Oh, shit! Cliff faces. But this game has done a lot to improve that, thankfully. It's much more interesting in this game to climb on shit and to wander around and to, there's more open worlds kind of sections where you're kind of exploring an open space. It's kind of cool, I suppose. And I also agree that if it were all gunfights, it would be definitely exhausting. But one thing I've said throughout the series playthrough is I think this franchise, one of its failures, in my opinion, is this idea that you have to pace out. So it's a pretty well understood game design philosophy, right? That just like any other art form where you have music or film or narratives in general, you have to have this ebb and flow of like tension and release, right? You want to actually have, you don't want it to all be tension. You want to have like a tension and release cycle, which is fair. It makes sense. But I think that maybe, in my opinion, the Naughty Dog, they misunderstood how to implement that sort of a thing. I think that in a video game, you want to have the tension and release be equally interesting, but maybe have one be fast-paced, one be slow-paced, right? The fast-paced is the tension, the slow-paced is maybe the release. But you can't have a game like this, which in my opinion has fun, interesting gameplay, followed up by, slow, boring gameplay. I would like for them to have made, if they're going to have parts where you have to climb in between, make the climbing as interesting as the gunfights. Not just have it be so linear, just, a kind of, jump on a cliff face and hold left for a while while he automatically climbs. Right? Give me, if you want to have like an ebb and flow of tension, you gotta have the game be equally interesting at all parts. Just maybe, have like a more slow-paced section and a more fast-paced section. And my complaint is really just that, for me, so much of this game is just so fucking boring.
Okay.
And other parts are so much fun.
Where to?
One word, Matt Joke. Thank you, Kyosuke, for the gift of, you said it was called Scoutful, Shrouded Insanity. Pixel graphics game, huh? Thank you, Kyosuke. Yeah, it's thought that counts, dude. I'll imagine you made me an amazing dinner. Thank you, Kyosuke. That's really been thoughtful of you, dude. The level design is massive in this one. Yes. They're a lot longer. It's kind of, for me, in the previous games, the climbing parts were so inconsequential, just, right? They were pretty much totally pointless. There was nothing going on with them. They were short. They were linear as hell. There was no cool mechanics involved. It was just pretty much just doing the thing for 10 minutes. So this game, they really did do a lot to make the jumping more interesting. They added a lot of new mechanics. They polished the ones that were already there, which is cool. And I also think that the open world, or the open-ended jumping, the caves, the forests, the beaches, all this stuff that we can actually kind of explore around. That's cool too. It's way more fun than just having a little hallway of, a little wall hallway, right? Like a little vertical hallway along a cliff face, which all the other games did. And I don't mind that they're longer, but I kind of wish, how about you take like the beach, right? Remember the beach that we just finished, right? We were kind of sailing around. Why not put mercenaries there? Why not let me explore an open space that also has enemies in it that I can, have to hide from and shoot, and then climb, and then, climb above them, jump down onto them, sneak up from underneath them, like all this stuff. I don't understand why that beach section had to be so massive. How about the part where I was, driving the car around the desert, the Serengeti, whatever you want to call it? Why not have more guys around there for me to kill? I don't get it. Even if it was superficial, even if it was just, a guy to choke once in a while. Better than nothing. It doesn't all have to be, firefights with 10,000 guys. It could just be, 3 guys kind of, wandering around, looking into those backs, shooting at me once in a while. Just fucking do something. To whoever finds this note, know that Jonathan Burns, erstwhile leader and financier of our expedition, has murdered me. Oh, rest in peace. And others for want of Avery's treasure. He worked for the crew to the point of exhaustion, promising them glory but bringing them illness and starvation. He bound a man to a mast and left him to die. That's my guy right there. And then I witnessed the bastard push our navigator to his doom for daring to speak his mind. Rest in peace. He found me making preparations to leave for home and confronted me. I brandished my pistol and informed him I was returning to England, where I would inform the world of his deeds. And when I turned away, the blackguard, is that the etymology of the term blackguard? The blackguard shot me in the back and fled into the jungle. I returned fire, but I am not certain if the bullets hit their mark. My time grows short and my hand weak. In the absence of earthbound justice, I beseech you, pray to God above that Burns pays for his treachery. Signed, Walter Hayes, first mate of the Suffolk. Okay. This guy's kind of an asshole. I agree it makes sense to add mercenaries there because they would be looking for any survivors. Well, yeah, sure, narratively it makes sense in a sense.
It's pretty dark.
Right? But I just mean
Seems like Burns'
from a gameplay
crew had
perspective,
about
right?
as much luck as me with this treasure.
Why go so long showing no love to the game's stealth and combat when they're so good? You know, kind of mix it in there. Kind of, you know, stir it up. Again, if you want to have a part of the game where it's like a slower pace, you know, for like an ebb and flow of tension, then maybe have less enemies, right? There are parts where there's more and some where there's less. But all these long, you know, hour-long parts where there's no combat, it seems like a waste to me.
No, no, no.
Uncharted 1. That for the Yeti Goats and for Hayes. Yeah, Brian misses the Yeti Goats. I do too. Not really. They're always actually. In this franchise, there's always like, you know, a twist at the end where it's like, oh, there's magic and monsters in the universe. And Jake always forgets each time. He's always surprised to see them. He's like, what? Werewolves?
I nearly shot your head
Those
off.
can't be real. It's like, bro, you already fought zombies and orcs before. That being said, they're always the worst enemy types in the game.
Nothing I can't walk away from. It's good to see you're alive, little brother. Come on. We got a treasure to find.
Sam, do me a favor, bro.
Hold on, man. I mean,
Don't betray me.
what are we doing?
What do you mean?
I mean, our supplies are at the bottom of the Indian Ocean.
Okay, so we go steal some from Nadine's army.
Yeah, and there's that. We're going up against an army.
We've been holding our own
That's
so
what I'm saying. You're
far.
being a protagonist, bro.
Marooned in the middle of nowhere.
We were trying to get here, remember?
When we had an escape plan. Just hear me out. Crazy suggestion. Let's go down there and at least secure one of Rafe's boats.
The boats can wait. You want to know what we're doing here? We are buying my life back.
We gotta
Hey,
escape
We're gonna do that.
with the treasure.
Stepping into that jungle and finding Libertalia.
Have you even seen any signs of a massive pirate colony? Because I sure the hell haven't.
I've seen
Little late to
some
start
skeletons.
developing doubts, don't you think?
Look, can we at least acknowledge the chance that maybe Avery's idea for a secret pirate utopia didn't pan out? And maybe we're just swept up in this fantasy, when instead we should be looking for a real way to save you.
I'm gonna scour this island inch by inch if I have to until I find that treasure. Now, if you're confused about what you're doing here, then you can go home, Nathan.
I can
Damn.
go home? Are you kidding me? Do you have any idea what I put on the line to get you here?
About what I put on the line, okay? The last 15 years of my life.
This has nothing to do with that.
It has everything to do
Oh,
with
guys.
that.
These are outside voices. Don't fight mom and dad.
What?
What the fuck? Did you find Markiplier?
Holy crap.
Oh, shit. We
Still
found a
wanna go
thing.
home?
Let's just see what else we can find.
So that kind of makes him feel like maybe we're close to Libertalia after him. The game's a good 7 hours long, 7+ hours, depending on if you want New Game Plus or if you want all the endings as Kyosuke. Huh? Let's talk about this on a previous stream, guys. Do you guys oftentimes feel like new endings are, like, worthwhile? I kind of never have, personally. It would have been easier to put a fake beard and glasses on Sam and take their chances with the disguise, yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like, you know, on the one hand is the suspension of disbelief, right? It's all to motivate the story to try and save Sam. But at the same time, it's kind of like they're like, dude, we gotta go get this treasure to save Sam. It's like, really? We can't just, I don't know, hide? Like, no, dude, he's a drug kingpin. He's gonna find you no matter what. Like, really? He's gonna find us no matter what? Like, no matter what? Yeah, he has his ways, dude. It's a video game. Trust us. He'll find a way. All right, fine. I trust you. I get it. All right, we get it. Let's move on. Let's go save Sam, I guess. One of those things gotta kind of, you know, try to ignore the fact that it seems a little bit unrealistic. Dick says no. Why would you want another cutscene to skip? Kick says, depending on the ending, in my opinion, huh? If the endings were all what if and not actually canon, then no. That's kind of like a ongoing problem, right? A lot of these endings in these games are, they're not even that they're not canon per se, but they're not even like interesting or even like coherent with the rest of the game's narrative. They're kind of just silly, which some people might find cool anyway. Teach their own. Clark Kent disguise, huh? Yeah, so he did suggest that. Remember that, Josh? He was like, dude, let's just hide. And they were like, no, we can't. So they knew they knew the audience would ask. They had to get that out of the way, right? We can't hide from this guy. He's too smart. His network is too big. It's like, really? I mean, this is a pretty big world. Yeah, but he's a pretty powerful guy. All right, if you say so. Let's go on a treasure hunt. What's up, ICU? Graphics. Look at our glorious and beautiful graphics. It's quite glorious. A game where all the other endings give more info to the lore. Oh, well said, Kelsey. I didn't consider that, right? Some games, sort of really understand the plot, you have to get all the endings, right? To really understand what actually happened in any of the endings. You have to get all the endings. It's kind of a fun idea. Pleasure to have the IC. Guys, let's fucking play some Sonic 3D Blast, man. I'd love to play more of this game. Just to kind of get more done. This game feels so, again, its pace is very loose, right? I played for a whole sitting, admittedly very slowly. But it's still only one gunfight, where previous games in this franchise have been, much more action in one sitting. Kind of makes me want to play more of it to get more done today. But it's getting pretty late. It's already past midnight here, Eastern time. I want to play 3D Blast for a little bit, then watch some Dick Tracy tonight, guys. Dick Tracy's one of those games, Josh, where you have to get all the endings to actually understand what's actually going on. Because Darian says The Walking Dead's kind of like that, too. Good night, Connor. Good night, David. See you all next time. I got me some Persona 4 to grind away until I pass out. Yeah, good luck, Connor. Good luck with the grind, homie.
I'll be damned. Off to a good start. Yeah, let's just hope the rest of it isn't buried under centuries of dirt and rock.
Glass half full, if you please.
I'm gonna go through there. Up next is Sonic 3D Blast, guys, on Sega Genesis, followed by some Pizza in a Movie action, a little miniature Pizza in a Movie episode. We're gonna be watching some Dick Tracy from 1943, I think? Old-ass black and white Dick Tracy film serials. They're really fun. I will see you guys very shortly with some Sonic on Genesis. Until then, BRB. Come back to this game again tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow is more Uncharted 4. Oh, I'm sorry, I want this button. No? I'm sorry, I had the wrong button there. There we go. If it's Uncharted, shouldn't it feel loose as apples? I'll try to get it. I don't like when it feels loose, apples. I like when it's tight. The gameplay. The endings give not only a what if, but a damn good information sequence. Like if you get an ending where a certain person lives, then you find a secret about them in the end. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's very smart. Okay. Gotta get into his mind. Oh no, Zeal. Thank you for follow, AJ.
Yo, the homie.
Thank you for follow, Joss, by the way. Appreciate that.
Oh my.
Before I actually transition, guys, I want to thank the people who make the channel possible.
She is old.
You guys know who you are. In case you guys don't know who you are, I'm going to start naming names, pointing fingers, outing you guys as supporters of the channel. I stream 5 nights a week, pretty much every single week if I can. Lately, it's been a little bit rough because of things in my personal life, but typically I usually do. It's a lot of fun. It's interesting. I play a lot of games, variety stuff, watch movies, among other things. This Friday, guys, we're playing Mario Kart 8 on Switch. We're doing the Mario Kart 8 Death Battle. One whole stream of one long session of battle mode. It's going to be exhausting. It's going to be a test of stamina, as well as kart racing skill. Thank you to those that support the channel financially speaking, so I can afford groceries and shit. Thank you to John Hernandez, Katie Alpha, Mark, Remy, Syntheria, and Salty Face.
Speedrun.
Thank you to Ash, Lethal Mazera, Audrey Apples, Dick Sucker, Farhan Syed, Great Gamer UK, Hubie, Jody Hargreaves, Max, Michael Hinkle, UNXP, and Wade Local. Thank you to the Shady Burners on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Vencabot.
That's fucking
These guys are helping out for $3 a month here, and they're also helping out the channel more than people that help out for $5 on Twitch. Because Twitch takes half of every sub, believe it or not. So for Twitch is $5, $2.50 reaches the channel, and for Patreon it's $3. We get about $2.80 here, which means that you can save some money on Patreon, guys. It's actually better for you and better for me. Thank you to Brendan Williams, Chulak, Foulmill, GK Line, Good Vibe City, Juna Non-Coolahan, Kyle Glass, Leon Madison, Mum Blues, Rage Against the Arcade Machine, Ricardo Garcia, Subtastic, The Shen, Tony Bosher, and Toxic Vamp. Thanks to the young guys on Patreon as well as $1 a month actually that buys my dinner. Every night I eat a dinner for about $1. Thank you to Benjamin J. Harkins for buying me some dinner. Thank you to Karina D. Scott, Donka Dapper Dons, Edward, Kenneth Perez, Herb Durkin, Andre Cruz, Kaiju, and Kenfit. Thank you guys. You should play Drunk Mario Kart. Think Sam is my dad, Apples? Please, no spoilers. If so, he's got a lot of splaining to do. Gotta finish your beer before each race ends. Have to be at a complete stop to drink, said Apples. Good idea. But I don't drink, though. That's the only problem there. I'm a non-drinker. Thank you to the Twitch subs as well, of course. Thank you to Big Nasty, Eat Off the Shield, and Cruz. Thank you to the shady winners on Twitch at the Amazon Prime free sub tier, the best sub you can give the channel on Twitch. It's totally free if you're an Amazon Prime customer. Make sure you use that somewhere, if not here, every month. It does not auto-renew, unfortunately. You have to renew it manually to get the most value out of your Amazon Prime subscription. Also, this is the gift sub tier. Thank you to Apples, of course, for all the gift subs and others. And this is the $5 sub tier as well. Thanks to another one, 360, Ash, Lethal, Stuffy Muffin, Audrey Apples, Balls Deep, Beastie Boy Jr., Blue Abs, Bofus, Steefus, Bones Up, Brother, Nero, FGC, Pookie Magic, Change Me, What the Fuck, Chumpit, Chulak, Common Sense 8, CPU 3S, Crunchy Brown, Cut West 707, D&D Dante Gameplay, Dungeon Loops, Digzucker, DJ Daddy Wang, Docked, 3292, Dragonfly 246, Fat 217. First, Opus, FPA Brian X, FPA Eddie, FWNES Streamer, Garbage Jungle Style, Good Vibe City, Goss, Herb Durkin, Hubie, J-Bomb, 1901, J-Motive MU, Kaiju is Dead, KD Alpha, Ken Black 3S, KG the Legend, K-Reg Jr., Locksound, Manawatts, Moisto Vakin, Mothman FGC, Mutant Experience, Neon Riot 4, Nigris Jones, Nuke Pool 16, Nice Templar, Omega Urian, Otaku Horndog, Overlord Steve, Peter Seeds, Praetor 51, Raging Mage Sage, Randomator, Randy Potato Gaming, Real Alpha Drum, Remy 057, Rockstage, Scary Busey, Shiverstar, Show Enough Kadi the Shogun, Sin Theory, Strawberry Jam, Spike, Stone Cold, Ryan Meyer, Task Force Faust, 3 Venge, Yoga Brain 3S, Zanzu, and Z Spectre Z. Thank you guys. Let's get some Sonic going here.